Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Charwell, where once again the rain is absolutely tipping it down. But that's okay, because what we can do is our pigs here, which are nicely settling in. They have plenty of food, as we can see. Plenty of food, plenty of water, plenty clean. What they don't have is any straw. So the first thing we're going to go and do is we're going to go and get ourselves a straw blower and get that sorted for the pigs. And then we're going to follow that with some lime spreading, because we need to get our fields ready for next season's crops. So we're in our little skid steer. We're heading down to the shop because we don't have anything at the moment that we can do the straw with. So we need to get a new piece of equipment. We're not going to get anything that mounts to a tractor. We're going to get something that mounts to this and is the most useful because of that. And basically that piece of equipment is something that Eddie's using on Shamrock Valley that we've previously used a couple of times, and which I think is an absolutely brilliant little piece of kit. We're actually good for money for it as well, which is great. Because something that doesn't cost us extra cash at the moment is good. And that is this, I think. I think it's that one. Yeah. So this, I think, is the small one. We'll just see what an L218 is. It should be a skid steer. Yeah, L218, that is the New Holland one. We've got a JCB, so that's all good. So we are going to get that one, which is nice and good. That will work for us pretty well. So we're going to buy that. That is 2,100. Really inexpensive for what we're after here, this. And just hook up to it. Now we need to hook up this side. Now the other advantage of this is that it has a bale spike as part of it as well. So basically, we'll head back to the farm. We're going to go and load it up with a bale from our bale storage that we did. And hopefully by that point, this rain will have stopped falling, which will be good. And yeah, we can get some straw blown at our pigs. So here we are going into the entrance of field 29. So this is where we're eventually going to build our farm. We're going to build our farmhouse and our farm here. You can see where our two sheds full of bales that we put up. These are both temporary sheds. Now I want to drop that off, and then you can see our nice bale spikes that we've got. We'll head over here, get this spiked. I should think these will take more than a couple of bale spikes to do this. Sorry, a couple of bales to do this. We're going this route because we want to generate manure rather than slurry. And if we can generate enough, we might be able to get it all on our farm. Whoa! Now that is something to be careful of. And I'm just trying to bounce that bale through this. Nope, we could lose this bale yet. Oh. It'd be nice if it sat in there well, but it's sitting in there okay at the moment. Yeah, that is not overly secure in there. So that's something to watch out for when you're using this. Make sure when you put the bale in, you seat it properly, and then you go right up to the edge of this. So we'll get that in, seat it properly in there, and then we're going to go right up into here. And so this does not pull this at all, is what we're trying to avoid. So it just clips like that, and then we're in a good position. And we'll head over this way, and we're going to try and work out where it is we need to blow the straw for this, because I don't see any obvious location at the moment. It can't be along the road, surely. It's not here, which is interesting. So not at that point there. This is all chicken based stuff. Don't think it's over here. Nope, not over there. That, I think it could be. It could be as much as inside the actual thing. I don't think it's going to be along the road. We are going to go and check that quickly. But I want to show you guys this when we find it. Here we go. Just run along the road here. Nothing, no straw blowing there. There is, there we go. That, I think, is where it is. So let's turn this round. Head ourselves back into here, and then we can blow this straw into here. Thankfully, the rain has stopped now, so we still have 4,000 litres of straw in this, and we can go into here. Open this up now. I think this opens, yeah, opens inside. I cannot think of another reason to have that, this in here. So we'll see which way this blows it. Okay, so not that way. There we go. Right, so there we are. Let's pull that up. Pull this here. I wish that pig would get out of the way. Thank you, piggy. There we go. And let's blow some straw. Okay, we're down to 20%. We're getting quite a good coverage in this area. And there we go. In fact, I think that has covered it. Let's just double check. Yeah, pigs are good for straw now, which is great. This means that they will start to produce for us some manure, so we can get we'll get that working as well. I haven't actually opened this gate. Also means we can go and put this out of the way. Now I'm kind of looking at storing the stuff for this because all of our pig feed is essentially in the same barn. We're going to put all of this in the same place as well. So as we have 700 litres still left in this. Oh wow, you can really see nothing from the inside of this. That is almost driving blind with that on the front. But we want to switch over to this, and then we're just going to plonk this down here like so. And that is that done. So that's pretty awesome. That is all done. Let's head over to our JCB here, because that is our next piece of kit we're going to need. And what we need now, while I hook this up, I will show you what our next job is. So we're going to hook this up to this spreader. Hopefully we've still got some space in, or we've still got some stuff left over in this from last time. We've got some lime in here, not a huge amount of lime. So what we're going to be doing now is, because fields 42, 31 and 44 are all ready to, well, 42 and 44 are ready to harvest. 31 isn't quite ready yet. All of them are wet. There is just no way we can harvest those. So we're going to move on with the next thing we need to do on the farm, which is field 45. Is where we're going to be planting our wheat, because it was canola, and I can show you on our rotation. So canola, we want to go to wheat next. So in order to do that, we need to get this field covered with lime. So we're going to go and spread lime on 45. We only have a little bit in here, but we do have a lime refill station. One of the things that the pig farm does have is a lime refill station. So we'll refill that. Now, I don't know how much money this is going to take. I'm hoping it's not going to be much. We shall see. Yeah, this is going to be more money than we have. So we are going to have to borrow some money to get the lime on this. I think this is our only field. So is 50 or 60? We're going to try and cover the field with what we've got in here. It's going to be down to here. We've got the, I think we've got the variable spread rate. We do. We're doing 1,000 litres per hectare with the lime. We've got 95% full. I'm not going to borrow money to do like the last 5% here. That is not what I want to do. So we'll head out to the field with this and get this to work. Because, yeah, getting this limed means that our wheat crop will increase for next year. Somebody has pointed out, it's been pointed out by several people, that the straw price that I looked at, that meant I kept all my bales this year, that is actually the price for loose straw. So it's 0 for loose straw. Bales do sell, so there is that. I've pulled over here because I want to have a quick look at this crop. So this is our almost ready corn. And if we have a look at this and look at the moisture level in this, it is 42%. So it's massively high moisture content. I do want to go and check, because this is not fully grown yet, so it might have a higher moisture content because of that. But we do not have a good set of growing conditions for the next 2 days in game. So it's very, very likely that is not going to dry out in time, which is, yeah, massively worrying. We will go and check the field worth up that way as well. But, yeah, at the moment, this does not look that promising. Now, do we have... We do have the GPS on this, so that is good news. We're not snapping to terrain angle, that's good. We'll show lines off. Right, so... I want to line this up as best I can, because we want to be heading up the field like this, I think. So we will set our first point. We will start our line spreader. No, we won't start our line spreader because we have not connected up. Interesting. I know it does have a PTO, right. There we go. That's what we missed off. And away we go. So yeah, nice straight line as best as we can up here. Hopefully getting a full spread along this headland. And that will then allow us to get this right. So I'm going to set that there, set the width, do that. And that has done something completely unexpected. But it's only left a small line. We'll have to clear that in a minute. But I don't quite know why that went to the side there. It's on the right angle, but it's, yeah, it's just got a bit weird. Right, so we're going to stop this here. We're going to jump out and we're going to pop over here and check out this field. How dry is this? Is there a chance that we could end up harvesting this? Let's get our Wopster out, and 39% moisture. No, there really isn't. If we look at our weather, yeah, we've got more rain, and we've got solid bank of rain. We've got a small 3-hour break, and then another solid bank of rain with a day there. I think that we just, at the moment, as it stands, we have no hope whatsoever of getting this corn harvest, which is a real pity. We do have some, thankfully. We can feed our pigs, but yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed that it looks like for this year, certainly on this map, the harvest is done. So doing pretty well with this at the moment. We're about, I think we must be about halfway through the field, surely. We're coming up to the island, and I'm just trying to make sure that we get a good coverage with minimal loss of lime here. We're 61% full still, so that's good news. I think we're basically doing a headland pass around the island here, or around the pit, as we would call them on my dad's farm, and yeah, it's getting pretty good coverage here. We've got a small square to sort of cover here. There we go, and I think we're probably gonna have, yeah, an area over this way to do as well. So we'll get back on our line and cover that. And yeah, small triangle to cover there. But otherwise, all good. Yeah, 57% left. So we're definitely going to cover this field. This is the only field that we didn't lime during the first year. That was because, if you remember, we had this mystery issue with it that meant that we had to work it in such a way, because we were using a direct seeder, we weren't able to get the lime down. We were able to do everything else, and still got a pretty decent amount of canola off here, but we were a little bit stuck as to being able to do this. But this is why we need to do this now. What the position we're in is we're going to be able to get this seeded, hopefully. Don't know if we'll get it seeded today, but certainly with all this wet weather, we're looking at getting the seed in the if we can't actually get our other fields harvested, then we might as well get these fields ready for next year. And it's debatable whether we're gonna get to a year 2 on this map. I will be honest, but I do want to at least do the work so that that we are approaching that, and sort of and showing how the rotation works, because we talked about rotation a lot on this map. Right, so there we go. That is this field done. We'll try and stay on the path that we'd previously done. But yeah, looking pretty good. Nicely limed on this field. Let's get this bit here as well, so that we make sure we've got a full coverage on the field. There we are. And yeah, we're looking good. We've got this field nicely set up and done. It is only halfway through the day, so we might as well head back to the farm, get ourselves set up to start getting this seeded, I think. Back at our yard, and I think what we'll do is we'll park this up. There we go, and put this in here. Yeah, so we do have the opportunity to sell some bales if we want to. We don't actually have a trailer at the moment. We can do. We don't actually own any trailers on this farm, which is a little bit of an odd thing for a farm. But yeah, we're trailerless on here at the moment, so we've not got that. We're going to get our other tractor out now, I think, and to do this other job and to get it set up. So park this up. And it is slightly annoying to have all of this sun and being completely unable to harvest. That is one of the big reasons, the big ways that seasons quite often gets me, is that it just stops me from doing work that I'd like to do and that I'd like to get done. There we are. So let's back this out of here. We're never going to get a combine in that shed. That's just not going to happen. Not at the size that we're looking to use on this farm. Now, I don't know how much we've got in here. I think we might have to borrow 10,000 to get this wheat planted. Let's have a look. How much have we got in our trailers? In our seeder? We've not got a lot, actually. There we go. So we have 1,552 litres of seed, and that is it. Is there anything that we've got in here? I doubt we've got any. We've got some seeds, but seeds is all we have. Okay. So what we can do is we will get our skid steer, which is over here. We might save ourselves a little bit of money with this. If we can get these seeds. So we'll have to get these seeds up beside the tractor, or beside the trailer. But it will clear the seeds out of our storage shed here. Which is what we basically use this this front shed for. Right, let's jump out and jump back in. Because sometimes the manual attach does funky things. And you have to jump out a few times. Let's jump into something else and jump out again. So yeah, this is a problem with manual attach, you see. Right, so we want to get this onto our forks. And we won't get anywhere near actually being able to fill from the top with this piece of kit, of course. But we can get close enough. Yeah, there we go. That we can hit the refill. And we'll see how much is in there. So, yeah. I think we'll be alright with just one more pallet of seeds. We shouldn't need much more than that. And one pallet of fertilizer. It won't, an entire pallet of fertilizer won't actually. Ooh. There we go. And close the door on that. There was a mod release today, actually, which was no tabbing between vehicles. Very tempted to get that for my games in general. Although, having said that, that is kind of a thing where it's alright if I've got my tractors close by. If I'm doing a harvest or anything like that on here, that would just be a massive pain. Alright, so we've got 5,000 litre capacity. We've got 2,088 litres in here. We will get a single pallet of seeds, which should be, yeah, 2,100. So we're going to need, I think we're going to need probably 10,000. So we're going to borrow another 10,000. Now, borrowing 10,000 to plant an entire field of wheat is absolutely fine. There we go. We do need to find somewhere better, I think, to store this this seeder. It doesn't fit under our other barn, is the trouble with it. Right, all of this will go in here, and then we're going to buy fertilizer as well. Right, and then let's purchase a thing of fertilizer. Now, the fertilizer, I think, is much more expensive. Yeah, 4,032 for that. We could actually buy 2 pallets, but we only need the one. And refill that. So I'm hoping this barley, this wheat, because we want to switch over to the wheat. I'm hoping that's enough seeds to do this field. Should be, but we'll see how we go. Right, let's get this down to field 43. No, 45, sorry. And let's get seeding it, I think. Here we are down at field 45. Ready for us to seed it. Let's pop back out. Now, one of the nice things about this is when we unfold it, it will give us a good opportunity to line up against this edge. Now, this edge isn't quite the angle, but it will do. There we go. So like that. Again, we will set our first point. We will turn our seeder on. It's got wheat in it, which is good. Drop it down and drive forward a little bit. So I want to bring the map up because I want to see what angle I'm at. I'm at 327-ish. So I want to keep it on roughly the right angle. like so. There we go. And what we can then do is set that course, set the width. I'm just going to show the lines and just make sure that everything is right. Yes, it is. Away we go. Perfect. So we'll bring that back up. Turn the lines off. And we're good. So, yeah, we can now get this field done. Somebody did ask me a little while ago, or actually somebody put a comment in last time, why don't we get rid of this tractor? We hardly ever use it. Yes, we were hardly ever using it over the harvest. We use it extensively. This is our main tractor pretty much when we're doing jobs like this. When we're looking to seed and to run the fields. We purposefully got this tractor. Our other one, our JCB, very much is more of our karting and general use tractor, where this is very much more our tractor for use doing field work like this. So yeah, we're getting the next season's worth of wheat in, which is absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to continue on with this. I think we've got a good thing going. We've got plenty of seed, plenty of fertilizer, and yeah, let's crack on. See if we can get this field done today. Because if we can get this in, we can get our barley and our canola in these autumn months as well, and that would just set us up perfectly for next year, if we get that far. Not done too badly on this field. We are probably 2 or 3 rows from the end, I think. Yeah, maybe. We still have over 50% of seed in our tank, which is great. 65% fertilizer. Oh, we're going to back up and sort this bit out a bit. But yeah, pretty good. I'm very, very pleased with how this has gone. We've got a good amount on the field, and yeah, the rain has started falling again, as you can see. I'm just gonna line myself up. Oh, no, let's line up properly. Get this going right and down. And yeah, so yeah, with no fear of running out on here. It's actually really, really good for us, this. It lets us know that we should be able to, whichever field we need to see with barley, we should be in a good position to do it. I need to check what it is on our setup, on our crop rotation, that will need to be planted with barley. But certainly, next time we're in a good position, whichever field that is, to be able to do that. So that's really good news. It's going well. I'm really pleased. The farm is now taking off. We've got our first year's worth of great cropping. We've mostly, I am, as I said earlier, disappointed by the fact that it looks like it's going to be just too wet to get the corn in. And actually, a question I get asked on here is, what geo am I using that is causing this rain? And we're actually just using the default setup, so we're not running any specific or special geo on this map. It's just the standard geo for Farm Sim. Seems to just really, really like raining me out during harvest. This is not the first time this has happened. I've had this over on oh wow, we're gonna have to go around twice on some of this. I've had it happen on the realism experiment. First year realism experiment on Greenwich Valley. We ended up having so much rain that our only option was to whole crop all of our crops. And first year on there, we made all of our money basically by putting it all through a whole crop and doing silage from the lot, to the point where we've actually prepared ourselves for the second year on there. We still have our harvester, our silage harvester. We've improved it a little bit, but with a better header. But yeah, it's still It's there in case we get rained out again. And if we don't, we don't, and it's all fine. If we do, then yeah, we'll need to whole crop stuff again. So this is pretty good. We've got a couple of little holes to fill, so I'm going to have to come back round at this in the middle. Yeah, and do a second headland by the looks of things. Yeah, down here we've got the same thing. We need to get a little bit more width on this. Otherwise, as I said, this has gone pretty well. We are in a position where we've got our wheat done on day 4 of autumn. We have 3 days of autumn left in which to get the rest of our stuff planted, which is all good news. I've got no way. If I could create silage bales out of the corn, that would be something. Maybe there is a mod, I think, where we can do more stuff with silage. So I think we might look into that. Because it allows us to do, yeah, allows us to do extra crop and extra stuff with it. So yeah, maybe we'll look at that and explore that mod because at the moment we don't have a lot we can do. But it is 20 past 5. We are just finishing off this field, and I'm happy. I'm pleased for the most part. It will be interesting to see where this goes. I don't think we can borrow enough money to get the BGA. The BGA is over there. It would add another large field to us that, yeah, I don't think we can do anything with first year. So that would be expensive. It's I think it's got sugar beet on it. The field up at the top there, which is field 85. You might recall we did that earlier as a contract. I think it's 85, 53 and 59 is what you have to purchase the BGA. And I don't think we would make enough money to cover the expense of those 3 fields. Right, that though is this field finished. So I'm just going to park this up here. Because, yeah, that is all of our jobs done for today. So, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.